Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all keeping nice and cool and everything, because dang, the temperatures out there are starting to rise. Even though we've had some pretty cold temperatures lately with the weather being all weird and raining for days at a time and stuff like that, but it's also starting to get warm, especially on days where we don't have rain and stuff. The temperatures are starting to shoot up. And just recently, I had to put some air conditioners and stuff in and all that happy good stuff. So yeah, summer is right around the corner here. And we're going to be... What? We're going to be melting, and of course I can't do any kind of video or anything without Saru, because this guy is attached to my hip. He is, sometimes I can't tell where my butt ends and his body begins, because he is always up my butt. I should probably say it's safe to say this dog's obsessed with me. So, but anywho, you didn't click on this video to hear about the weather or to see Saru jump up on my lap and kiss me and, and all that good stuff, and just kind of photobomb the video like he usually does. Actually, I have a kind of an important life update to kind of tell you guys about. If you want to know exactly what this life event is, stick around, and because the Vochek experience, it starts right now. Everybody, welcome back to another video of the Vochek experience, where idiots are still always us, always me. I'm always going to be an idiot for you guys, and of course, Saru's like, yeah, I confirm, he's an idiot. But I have news for you, he's an idiot too. Yeah. He's my little butthole. Yeah, you're my little butthole. Anyways, yes, I do have a kind of a life update for you guys, and I wanted you guys to know exactly what it is and hear it from me, especially with the channel going forward, in case you see something that you're like, what was that? What's that? Huh? What? Because, you never know. I know you're probably like, what is this guy talking? He's just rambling. And yeah, I kind of am rambling a little bit, mostly because I'm really, really tired. I'm going to have like 60 some hours of overtime on this next check, so my brain is fried. My brain is fried. So, and you're probably like, yeah, this is kind of like a weird setting, weird camera angle that you don't normally do, but, I thought I'd change it up a little bit. And yes, I'm stalling a little bit too, because Not that, I really want to stall or anything, but because, I'm still kind of, I don't know what the right word is. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Don't think that it's anything bad, because it's not. It's not anything bad. It's just, it's kind of awkward sometimes to film these kind of videos about certain life events and some life updates and stuff. But I'll just rip the Band-Aid off, I guess. And it's not really a Band-Aid. Like I said, it's nothing bad or anything. But I wanted to let you guys know that I am dating somebody. That's right. I am in a relationship, and I am dating. And I know I'm probably going to get some, people in my comments are probably like, well, why are you dating? What, all that stuff, especially since, it's been going on almost 2 years that Sarah's been gone. But because I know there are some of you guys out there that, that have tragedies where, your spouse passes away and stuff like that. And you never, like you stay, completely, true to that person and don't, get involved with anybody else and stuff like that. And I know there are some people that are like, woohoo, yay, there's going to be all different kinds of opinions and stuff like that. But I look at it this way, too. I don't think Sarah would want me to never find anybody, never, date anybody, or, be with anybody, especially, after she passed and stuff. I don't think that she'd want me to, just be by myself and, not, be with anybody. So that's the main thing. That's the main thing. I don't think Sarah would, would mind. I mean, as a matter of fact, she even told me, when she was, in the hospital and stuff. I mean, not in so many words, but, she just basically, she alluded, that she wants me to be happy and stuff like that. So, and I will say, I am happy. And no, just because I am dating somebody new does not mean I don't still love Sarah or anything like that. But I mean, I'm always going to love Sarah. That's always going to be a given. But it's just this here is, it's something new, it's something exciting, and yes, this person I'm dating knows that I was married and knows that that Sarah passed and stuff like that. And so yes, she knows all about that and everything. And she knows that I'm gonna, that part of me is always going to be a part of me, the part of me that was with Sarah and stuff. That's never going to change, and all that stuff. But I will say that, how can I put this? When I was saying about, starting a new chapter in my life, especially moving to the new house and everything, this also includes, moving on with my life and, and being with somebody else. And I am looking forward to this next chapter. A lot of people would call this a chapter 2, and I do believe and I do feel in my heart that this is my chapter 2. and I'm looking forward to, sharing more about this with you guys in the future, in future videos and all that stuff. And you're probably also wondering, well, okay, you're talking about, yes, you're dating somebody new, you're with somebody new, but where is she? Uh, she's obviously, it's just me here filming this video with the exception of the dogs, they're here, and the cats. But I will say that the person I'm dating, her name is Michelle. I'm not going to get in, too in deep and personal about who she is and stuff, because that is not my story to tell. If she would feel comfortable at some point and, talking about that kind of thing in the future, that's something that we can, go back to and do. But for right now, she's not, wanting, a lot of stuff really out there, which I respect. I asked her before filming this video, if she wouldn't mind if I did share this with all of you guys, because, I know you guys like to follow me, and you guys like to make sure I'm doing good and all that stuff, and you enjoy seeing what all I'm up to and stuff, and and of course I want to let you guys know, but I wanted to get permission first from her. I just didn't want to do it willy-nilly and be like, yeah, I'm dating this person, and and then all of a sudden she's like, well, why'd you say so? Like, I don't want people knowing stuff, So I asked her before I did this video, so she's cool with what I'm sharing. Her name is Michelle, and everything. And so at some point you may meet her on the channel. I don't know. She is not too big with getting her picture taken. She's not too big on, being in videos and stuff like that. I have, we have talked about the whole thing about me being on YouTube and filming videos and stuff, while we're doing stuff. Like if we go somewhere fun and cool, I asked her if it would be okay if I filmed it and vlogged it and stuff like that. And she's okay with that, she's okay with little glimpses of herself here and there in the video and stuff like that, but not she doesn't want to be in front of the camera like this. I mean, she may in the future, I don't know. If not, that's okay too. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, if I am filming a video and stuff and I mention about, Michelle being with me, or, if she happens to appear in a video, in passing, or, or something, that's who she is. Basically, with Michelle, it's going to be similar to how Sarah was not, she always didn't like to be in the videos either and stuff like that. So she was in the videos, but very sparingly. She was more in the background. And and Michelle is also going to be more in the background and stuff like that, But like I said, you may see her from time to time briefly in a video, or something like that. Or if sometime in the future, if she gets more comfortable, maybe she'll, be in, a video a little bit more. But with all that, I respect her wishes. I'm not gonna, force her to be in a video or anything like that. That's just not my thing. And that's another thing too. I respect her right to privacy. I respect her right to be like, no, I don't, want to be in that, if her face shows up, I have the option. I can blur that out, or I can just edit it out completely, and stuff like that. So, But for the most part, you may, like I said, you may see her from time to time in a video, and I'm sure you're gonna hear me talk about her, from time to time in these videos. So yeah, if you hear me talking about a person named Michelle, that's who I'm dating. But I wanted you guys to hear it from me. And like I said, it is a life update, and stuff like that. And I hope that you guys, understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys understand that, my, me actually desiring to, get myself back out there into the dating scene and stuff like that, and actually, being with someone and dating someone and being with someone. And yes, starting off, again, fresh and stuff, it's going to bring some new experiences, some new, I really don't know exactly what the word I'm looking for, but, I'm going to be learning, and stuff like that. And and all, what I mean. Like I said, this video is kind of a little hard for me to make because I don't know exactly how I want to say it where it doesn't sound weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being weird. Maybe it's just me being dumb. I don't know. You know me. I'm an idiot on the internet. I'm not always the brightest bulb in the pack when it comes to doing certain things or expressing certain things. But I will say this. I am looking forward to this chapter of my life, and I'm looking forward to where this takes me, where this takes us, both me and Michelle, because, we both, we really do, like each other, and we have a lot in common, and stuff like that. We share a lot of the same, things, and like thoughts and opinions, and some similar desires, and similar things that we want out of life, and for some reason, like with certain people, things just click, and with me and Michelle, things just click. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to describe. But if you kind of know what I'm meaning, then you probably know what I'm trying to say. But this isn't like, something that, like, yeah, we're just gonna go out on a date and see how it goes and stuff. But it's not like that at all. We are in a fully committed relationship. So yes, I am with somebody new. And like I said, her name is Michelle, and I look forward to, telling you guys more in the future, showing you guys more in the future, and stuff like that. But I also wanted to let you know that we are taking things slow with a lot of things too. So it's going to be gradual. Like my next video is not going to be like, hey, look, there's Michelle, and here's what we're doing, and stuff like that. That's not how it's going to be. So just to let you know, that, she will slowly appear somewhat in future videos, kind of like how Sarah, was just, there in the background and would appear occasionally in videos, especially if we were, out doing something or going somewhere and having some fun, stuff like that. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you, and And like I said, I got permission from Michelle to do this because I do respect her and I respect her privacy and stuff. So as we go along, if she wants to share more things, or if she gives me permission to share more things, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. But for right now, this is pretty much, you know, all I can really share with you. What? Really? You gotta bark? There's nobody out there. Gotta love these dogs. They just bark at nothing. But anyways, like I was saying, I respect her right to privacy. I respect, you know, her right to tell me what she's comfortable with sharing, what she's not, and stuff like that. So I also want to tell you, you know, just ask you guys to please also respect that as well, and respect her privacy on that kind of thing. But just to let you know that yes, we are in a committed relationship and stuff, and I'm excited to see where this is going, especially with this new chapter of my life. And I'm excited to see what all this entails and where all this is going. And of course, you guys get a front row seat, and you're gonna come along with me on this journey, or should I say, come along with us on this journey, because it's not just me anymore. It's also Michelle, and since we are together, we are in us. So it's an us, I guess. I know that probably sounds dumb. I don't know. This is just, like I said, it's an awkward video for me to make and stuff, because, you know, I don't talk a lot about this kind of thing. But so yeah. But at least you guys know now. And with that, I have some things I do need to do, though. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I have to leave to go to work in an hour. So I have some things I need to do first and all that happy good stuff. So I'm just going to end this video here, and all that stuff. So, but with all that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope that you hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos, and of course, if you want to support this dumb little channel of mine, and let's face it, this channel is kind of dumb. You can support me in 2 ways. You can hit that join button, come remember the Idiot Squad, or you can scan the QR code that's going to be on the screen, and you can donate via Cash App. You don't have to if you don't want to. And also, if you want to follow me on all the major social medias, and if you want to check out my brand new merch store, you can do that by clicking on the link below in the description, take you to my link tree, and all those links are going to be there. So check that out if you have not done that yet. And yeah, kind of wasn't expecting Tilly to make an appearance in this video either, but you know, gotta love Tilly. She's my pretty kitty. Yeah, she's my pretty kitty. But now, yeah, Tilly and the dogs, they're gonna have to share me now again with somebody. So I'm kind of also looking forward to see how that is too. I just hope that they don't mind sharing me with Michelle. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I hope you all having a good day, good night, good week, whatever the case is when you're watching this, and I will see y'all in the next video. And of course, until then, bye for now, guys.